you guys are excited, you see that up there? That's where we're going. Way up in those hills. We're gonna follow a crazy road out there where you see those cliff faces and stuff. That's where we're gonna poke out again. And up on top of those mountains, there's old mines and all kinds of lost stuff up there. You ready? We're getting up there. So, getting a little more bumpy and a little more wild. There's mines out here that has 26 miles of underground tunnels that they dug going after Cinnabar to get the Mercury out. Around on, and I thought we'd explore a little bit. Wow. We're just scampering uphill over some pretty bouldery stuff. We got 30 more minutes. There's still properties out here though. Big rock walls stacked out of the boulders though. Okay, we got through the shady hollow parts of this, driving for miles and miles here, but I wanted to show you, look at these little paintbrush. See them? Coming out for spring. Those are a little cool thing no matter where you are. This road is so cool. It's old and hand carved in, and the side of it's all mossed in. There's little cabin sites all along it. We're getting to the top of the mountains. Wow, this is straight up old school real road here. It's a cliff over there, by the way. Trying not to bounce down into it. Yeah, look at this. It's carved into the rock on the side of the hill. That's cool. This is where a creek comes down the hill and we gotta cross through it. I like it. That's real. Okay. Well, we're hiking on in. I am a long ways out here. We are under the whispering pines. And even saying that out loud feels creepy because they can hear me say it about them. But I tell you what, down in amongst all this, it's beautiful, calm serenity. Oh, look. That's what we came up here for. Top of the mountain stuff. Look at that. This is where the mines are. And who knows what else. Oh, and then instantly decisions. Look at that old road. Private property. Ranch. Okay, well, that's not a choice, is it? Whew. And then we got this here. And it looks like it's private. Look at these cliff faces. Enough about that altogether. Check that out. I kind of want to climb up there and look for caves. I see rocks down here though too. But let's do a little exploring around. See if we can find some more habitations. I went ahead and brought the machine with me. And people were driving on this road to go in between towns up until the end of the 70s. And now they don't because it's closed off because it got quote unquote too dangerous. But yeah, there's huge mines up here and all kinds of stuff. So we'll try and go look at some of the rocks before it gets too dark. But I'm looking kind of off the road for old house sites too. I got my discrimination wide open and I'm looking for flat spots, so let's check that out too as we go. Your mountain. Look at that though, that's a rim shot. A rim fire. No logo. I don't see any logo left on that puppy at all if it ever had one. But that's old. It's like a big old 45 or something from back in the day. 44. Definitely a rim fire. So that just popped up right here. Let's look around this little clearing a little bit. Because long before the Mercury mines, you know, there was all kinds of other activity. This sure looks a lot like a soldier. This would have been 51, pre-Civil War. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. And we're high up here. Feels nice to be getting this far out. It's actually, you know, you really need to. You need to be all by yourself and you need to be out in these spots. And you need to understand, you know, we're just on a little spot in a big old universe. And we are kind of all by ourselves. But look, I'm only this stoked because I found an old penny laying by the road. But this road I noticed is hard rock. So far we've found like, I think it's a 100-year-old casing. And oh look, 1968. So this is from the boys and the girls back in the day. Good stuff. Good vibes. God, this casing just came out of the ground. And it looks pretty darn old too. It's been through its stuff in the day. Can't really read what it says anymore. So, next legit target. And oh, it's a Peters. So this dates us, thanks to viewers. And about a still loaded bullet. It just kind of makes them flop up out of the ground. What are you? You are that what, Remington 3030? Okay, well, it's an older looking one though, huh? Still got that center fire in there though. Let's go ahead and pop it apart. Yes, this is our road. We're going to head off through it here for a ways and see where we poke out. Wow. So this is what the road turns into. You could tell it was a mine road because you had to have some reason to come up here. Look how deep they carved that in. And straight out on the rock. So boom. This is probably a pretty booming thoroughfare back in the day. I know when my dad used to come up here, they could drive through town to town and just looking at the little rocks embedded in there. They said there's sheer precipices up here, but I'm sure it was a little better kept, or maybe not. But yeah, pretty crazy. Look at that. That's their bulldozer marks from back in the day. Creepy. Okay. Well, there's nothing to do here but just keep going on and on. I've already plunged myself pretty deep. Wow. Look at the detail here. You see that? I'm gonna lean it out. They're upside down, but this is all stacked cliff road here. These are big old rocks. Let's see if I can climb out a little ways. Don't die. You see what I'm saying? That's a huge wall that they stacked up to hold the edge of this road. So some of these could actually be roads up that are so eroded now we can't tell. See So you'd have to climb up each one of these and look for cave entrances. But yeah, 26 miles of caves up here. There's a little spot I could step down. Look at that. That's some stonework. Nice, right? Go ahead and turn the thing back on and beep and bop a bit. Kind of spooky in Old Shady Hollow. We got a storm coming in. It's the end of the day. But I told people where I am and all that, so rescue wouldn't be too far behind. And spots like this that do tend to roll pretty armed to the teeth. See, this is epic. Look at the cliff faces up there. We're gonna have to climb all over this puppy and come back here with more daylight and hopefully some friends and explore around more. We'll walk this puppy all the way to the other town. Oh, this is our way up. You guys want to go up? Of course you do. Let's climb up there. Look at that. Come on. All we have to do is scurry scamper some of this right here or right here. We're going up. We're cave hunting. We're doing it. Okay. This tufa is crazy weak stuff. So at any minute, all of it could break away on us. But there's the road down there. Look at that. Doesn't it look like some Martian landscape? It's so soft the water pits it away. But even climbing with no hands, I'm able to make it up that crazy stuff. I'm not joking. And then look at our view. We gotta not get too lost up here. But this is awesome. Come on. Are you seeing this? Look at the ground. It's bizarre. I think we'll turn the metal detector off here. Okay. Crazy. I'm gonna go kind of switch back and up and down this up till I get to that ridge, and then we'll see what's up at the change of rocks here. Look at that. Okay. This is like the weirdest, perfect dish to be climbing up. It's kind of like dangerously steep, but not quite. See what I'm saying? It's laid back. And look at the weird everything in it. Super cool. Too steep for any vegetation to really grow on. Oh, look at that up there. Yeah. Okay. See a whole lot of footprints these days. Imagine back in the day, yeah. Whew. Okay. There. Those are the Blue Ridge Mountains. On the other side is the Central Valley. And we are way up here. And look, there is a cave. We're gonna have to climb up this ridge. That's epic. Look at it, it comes right out of the forest right where we are. Rises on all sides. Sorry about the wind. But yeah, let's climb up the face of this thing if you want to. I know that sounds crazy, but what the heck. I'm actually not walking right on the ridge there because it gets so skinny. I'm kind of coming up the side. As you gain some altitude, you start to feel how far out you are. But look, we're right up on some side stuff here. Let's go see if there's a cave or an old mine shaft or a bear den. These cool rocks. Probably a bear, Dan. Can you imagine trying to run down this with a bear behind you? Look at that. That's cool. Okay. We're gonna zigzag up here, over there. Oh, maybe we'll go this way. Almost looks like a path. See it? Except for not really. Because what kind of path is that? Look at that. Okay, don't do this stuff at home. Look at that. Not good. Kind of looks like a path though. See the rock stacked in here? And it goes like this. Where do you think those holes are? And then it goes up like this. What do you guys want to look at? Me too. Let's keep climbing up this puppy. It looks crazy. Little footholds, do you see them? Boom, boom, I swear. This is some really old, basic staircase here. Probably just hippies digging this stuff in, you know what I'm saying? They had a tendency to make good trails and throw beer cans the whole way. Oh geez, I guess we'll walk out to the edge. I hate these. Oh. No, this is a little, like it goes around. Look at that. There's a little altar stone. Oh look, red tail feathers. That's a good sign, right? Let's set them there. In this little, it's like a little bowl. They step back, not fall off the edge. Yeah, the little bowl. The bottom of this thing. We're right at where one layer mixes with the other, geologically, which is cool. Those cave openings are right there. So they could be the secret gates to some unknown something. What has eroded out? Anything cool? Looks like some sort of black little nodules. They're not Apache tears or obsidian, maybe serpentine creatures. There's a few of them around. We're up here to where there's not much dirt. I don't want to turn my back on this cave too much. There's the way I didn't come up because it was really steep, and then you see all that, that's really eroded. So I was trying to stick to the sticky rocks. And you can see there's actually paths that come up the creek better. But look at these, any of these could be little old secret camps. I mean, this is a good place to sit and look down on the valley. Look at all the stuff going on. Man, a lot of cool stuff up here to explore, right? Don't worry, I'm not right up on the edge. This stuff's way too crumbly. Yep. Okay, there's the road down below. I can't get too elevated up here. I gotta be able to make my way down. And first, I see this little secret path. Sure looks like it goes up and it's carved like perfectly. See that? There's a little edge there. It goes up to the cave. I don't know, it's spooky. I used to have weird dreams about finding strange creatures in caves. Let's go on up. This thing goes up and up and up too, by the way. There's story above story up here. Okay, let's go look. Climbing up. This is like a staircase. Like it really is. Put it in the camera? Yeah. That is really weird. like a staircase. Tunk, 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 tunk. Carved in, and then like a road going along. Let's go look over here real quick. Oh, that's too hard to get up to, you guys. Look where I'd fall. It's probably just a little pocket. I think I see the back. Yeah, there's like plants and stuff in the back. Crumble, crumble, you hear that? Okay. Let's go on in. Let the metal detector sit. They'll find that in like 10 years. Truck down below. Okay, more steps. Steps, steps. Let's go on in. Little ledge, little road down. Jump, jump, jump. That's how we came up. Okay. Let's go in. What's going on here? Steep down through the bushes there. Nasty trick. Which way are the caves? Oh, maybe you have to go down and up. Are they right around the corner? Definitely don't go through there. Okay. Next part. This is where I gotta try and climb over if I want to see any farther. Ridiculous. Okay. Luckily, there's a little chimney. No, we're not gonna do that. Right on the other side of here is that direct fall. Although, look, stair, 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 stair. That is how you get there. Whew, it gets creepier and creepier. Maybe we can go around the side. I couldn't show you this part, which goes, legs are shaking, relax, Nate. Goes a long ways down. So the metal detector's down there. I'm on top of a sheer precipice, and I'm way up here. I'm gonna step back. Look, it's the gates to the whole rest of it. I'm kind of tired and weirded out, but I'm glad I came here because I can look so far around, and what I did see was really cool already. I see, look at this over here. Look at that. See those caves in there? Let me stop moving. This, of course, is all the way down and across the whole valley. But on the other side, look at that epic trail and crazy cave. Tell me that's not where the hidden treasures are. Look at that safe spot. See how it's all rainproof? Totally safe. It's sheer cliff above it and below it. It sure looks like there's a little path there that keeps going on, right? And down below you can see, look at that. Big old entrances into it. Anybody wants to help me explore these caves, come on out. I got ropes and at least my harness. Bring a harness and some more ropes and look me up. Look, hidden pyramids of California. climb down off here soon. My light is fading. I'm on the wrong side of the mountain and there's a whole bunch of thick brush to push through up above. But let me know how soon you want me to come back here. Whew. I can't believe this. Found this out in the middle of just the driving area on one of the roads. It's actually down there. You see that meadow, so who knows what went on down there. No other really signs besides modern stuff. But pretty old beast. So that's cool. So oh, stop as it falls down the mountain. But you know, this is the saddle. You can see Central Valley's over there, and then you have what's the Berryessa Valley, and then this is all Pope Valley down below. Right over this hill is the Napa Valley and the Sonoma Valleys. We're in the meadows and the ridge lands at the top of the mountains. So, and I imagine this is kind of like a stronghold and a fortress here with all the caves and things. You just never know. Lots of lost history. Thank you guys for coming with me. I'm gonna climb down. We'll see what else happens. Don't go straight that way. You end up down there really quick. We gotta go down here. We gotta climb down this little wet gully and not fall all the way down. Turn you off for a second and not be cool here. We lived. Just a couple more of those to get down to that little ledge without going all the way down. Gotta go get our metal detector and work our way over the saddle and back down to the road and out of here before, well, you know, the hills have eyes, especially when there's 26 miles of Mercury tunnels still left up here. Who knows how many of the miners just decided to start drinking the water and move into the caves, you know? You smell the story? But we're gonna kind of go like around there. That's where we were, is way up on top of, we were on top of that stack there. And you could feel weird little things looking at me from the holes in the rocks. Who knows how deep those go. Bunch of eyeballs just waiting for it to get dark and rainy and me still be out here. Ew. I know, I mean, come on. Try being the fool who came out here by himself. La la la. Okay. Make my way down here. Let's focus on what's dangerous. Okay, working my way back now. It's, oh, where'd you go? Oh, there it is. That was my next little signal. It actually looks pretty old. It was in the road here. So, fell off of somebody's something back in the day. A little oil plug. No, probably not oil because I had that big of a tab. But cute little copper thing. Threaded little, you know. This is my next little roadside signal. No telling if that came off a mountain bike in the 90s or if it's a piece of cast of aluminum from early on. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and hang on to that. Just working my way back down the road, imagining everything's going on here, so beeping and a bopping. Here's the next target, and it is a fired, see the rifling marks? More modern bullet. I'm not sure what kind, but pretty flat tip on there. Yep, there's that creature, so more modern fired. Look at that. Look at the color in that. So, wow. Pretty. Is there any more right around here? Where did you come from? Off the edge of the road, there could be little bottle dumps anywhere. It's a clue. Okay, this was another. Ooh, way deep down here. It feels like it's been here for a while. There's the back of it. You see it's pretty aged. I'll try and clean it up and see what we got. Make out it's a Peters on there. Back near where I found, it's by the crossroads. And I found those other that super old bullet. It's big and thick and heavy is what it is, and it's a Rem Label 8mm. Dark and late and cold, but I just there's some older cans and stuff, and I keep digging these up. I know they're just shells, but they are older. It's another Peters. Last target. It's literally bitter and cold. It's freezing. I'm out here in my t-shirt. Look at my skin, I'm goose bumping up. But yeah, fired lead bullet, stuck in the dirt, making a good noise but being crazy. I'm gonna do cleanup inside the cab of the truck or something. Here's our little cleanup. It's another one of those bullets made the day type of deal. And of course we got our junk in the background. It's kind of dated it. There hasn't been a whole lot of activity recently. And these look like really old shotgun shells to me. But I can't really tell. The side of this one is pretty ornate, you know. Ornate, get it? Oh, put the bolts back by the bolts. This is our 1 penny in 1968. This or a little copper thing, I was thinking that might be like a part of a chainsaw or something, you know, the little oil screw-in plug. These are our bullets, and I don't know, I had a couple more modern ones that were just regular brass shells that I don't see. I don't know what I did with them. But here is our little rim strike, and so I don't know what that means. I see that it doesn't have a primer. It was painted black, I think, so it was or it's gone black. It's hard to tell. But there's that. I think it's copper, and pretty big and pretty fat, and doesn't have a primer, so I think that's old. And then this one broke in half while I was dumping out the powder. Let me see if I can get a name off it. Not in this light, but it does look pretty old. A lot of these look really old. Let me see if I can get any names to focus. Peters 3030. So a viewer commented and told me that those were back. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. I think 1930s. I'll have to go back and look at the comment. But I know that they've been out of service for a while, so that puts it back. Let's see, these all might be Peters here. They kind of look similar, and man, they're really beat up in the ground. Then we have some different shaped creatures. Oh no, that's another Peters, just a different shape. So yeah, these have some age to them. It's apparently what they were using around here. What are you? A Rem UC Labelle, 8mm. Yeah, it's a different looking creature, huh? It's all tapered down. And of course our two old fat ones, so I don't know. But thanks for coming with me. It's absolutely freezing. And we're going to call this a wrap on the wrap up. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining the quest for details.